Hello.
Hello.
We're live. I'm joined again by Greenlee.
It's me again.
We're doing a matchup, the Week 7 matchup Lookahead.
Last week
of regular season. After this, everyone will have played everyone.
Yeah.
Really exciting. And then we'll get to do some playoffs.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Very exciting. I hope everyone's been enjoying the league, and I know we have a pretty good amount of people who will be back for Gen 2 and some new folks as well. Mm-hmm. So tons to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
But
hopefully no more mime.
Hopefully no more mime pretty much by definition unless it's a keeper.
Yeah, I don't think Carter would keep.
I don't think he would
Mr.
keep
Mime,
it. If
but
he
you
did,
never know.
If he did, that would be pretty bad for you. But at the most, there will be only 3 generations of Mime. Because Mime does come back in Gen 8.
Oh, Lord.
Alright. But let's look at the matchups. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We have tomorrow. It's Monday. It's Monday. But tomorrow we've got some matchups to look forward to. And then, so let's talk about them. Matchup number 1, we have the Star Squad versus the Red Army on screen. Now, Star Squad has struggled to pick up any games. The only game they have won is against Denolinators, who are 0-5. So, meanwhile, Red Army has been looking really strong. Did lose a couple games in mid-season, but has been looking really strong in the last several
Almost lost
games.
last week.
Almost lost last week.
Barely pulled it out.
Won very convincingly against my team, which is
that is true.
The best record. He's the only one who could beat me so far.
Until tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow. Until our matchup this week.
Yeah, until we play, you're going to beat me too. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that one in a bit. But this matchup, I think, it's going to be an uphill battle for Jake just in terms of, based on what we've seen from the record so far, he's definitely the underdog. But let's talk about the actual matchup, the Pokemon that we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Jake has a pretty good set of Pokemon to deal with Carter's team, actually, once again. So, Magneton, as ever, looks really, really good. It's been hard to find a matchup where Magneton looked bad. Now, I will say, this is actually one of the weaker matchups for Magneton overall, because Rhydon will mess you up.
Yeah, you gotta watch out.
And Arcanine will also mess you up.
Mm-hmm.
With the Flare Blitz and the high horsepower from both of those Pokemon, Magneton's in a lot of trouble. However, the Starmie, I think, actually looks really good. It's good into a lot of stuff. So, you have this weird duality where, everything Magneton's bad against, Starmie can take care of. Mm-hmm. So, I think if you set the game up where, you let Starmie go early on and get rid of the Magneton threats, you could have a good game. Conversely, everything Magneton is good against, Starmie is that's the things that Starmie's bad against. So Starmie's not so great into Articuno, but Magneton loves to play against Articuno. So and Starmie's not so great into Mr. Mime. Or even Gyarados, honestly. Although it's fine into Gyarados. It can use Power Gem. Mm-hmm. He should have Power Gem. That's the big takeaway I have.
Right.
Starmie with Power Gem is good.
Yeah, okay, period.
It hits Gyarados for super effective, it hits Articuno for double super effective, it hits Mr. Mime for super effective, it hits Arcanine for super effective. And then he can just Scald with the Rhydon.
Yeah.
That's just good. Now, this is a really good matchup for Electabuzz, maybe, for Carter. I could see Electabuzz being pretty powerful, because it helps deal with the Magneton and the Starmie. Those are single target attackers, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So, I like that. And then Clefairy, I think you have to bring. I would love to see just Clefairy using Follow Me, Clefairy using Helping Hand to support Starmie and Magneton.
Right.
Don't bring Clefairy and use Moonblast Protect all game. And I think then you're in a good spot. I wouldn't even hate to see Persian instead of Clefairy. I don't know.
For what?
Just for fake out. You just is Persian, Starmie, and you just fake out whoever, and then Starmie hits. I want to see Clefairy or Persian with Starmie out the gate, and then pick up a KO or two with Starmie. Let Starmie use Power Gem. let it use Scald. If you have Power Gem and Scald, that's super effective against almost everything. Like, there's almost nothing Carter can bring. And you have Ice Beam as your last move. You're chilling. The only thing you can't hit for super effective is Poliwrath and Electabuzz. Everything else you can hit for super effective or at least neutral. So, like, that's good. I feel like that's good. And then you have Helping Hand or Fake Out or whatever. Mm-hmm. Let Starmie cook. And then if you take out the top threats, and by the time Magneton comes out in the back, you're chilling.
Starmie MVP.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But Magneton can't do anything with Lightning Rod, though.
That's true. Magneton's bad into Rhydon.
Got
That's
to
the thing.
watch
You
out.
have to have something for Rhydon. Maybe you could
Rhydon
even
has to be dead first.
Rhydon has to be dead for Magneton to play. So you have room on your 4th Mon though, so you could have Victory Bell. That also kills Rhydon.
Yeah.
But Victory Bell's a little dicey. It hasn't looked great so far.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Something to deal with Rhydon. Omastar, maybe. Machamp, maybe. I don't know. Something to deal with Rhydon. If you get Rhydon out, Magneton can cook.
What if Rhydon's not even coming to the party?
Then great. Magneton can cook. I think for Carter, he can do what he's been doing. He can go for Tailwind with Articuno, where it's like pretty nice. He does have to Terra this Articuno though to not get Power Gemmed. I think if he can get around that, yeah, like Terra Steel or something.
Something. I don't know.
Something.
Every single time it was Terra Fire Articuno for me.
Yeah.
There was never a different Terra.
Fire is not good into this.
Well, yeah, I know it wouldn't be that, but
yeah.
I think the Terra is going to Articuno. But don't quote me. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. Hard to say.
He
All right.
do whatever he wants.
Let's look at the next game. This one is Brian versus, or sorry, I should say their actual name. Volt Trick versus Windows Live Essentials 2012 free download. This is a really exciting matchup for me. Both of these teams have looked really strong.
Yeah.
They have mixed records against the same opponents, honestly. So it's not clear to me that there's a favorite, which I think is what makes it exciting. Now, it's also, Brian has been playing really heavily around weather, and Noah has the Ninetales to kind of get around the weather.
Little snow.
Yeah, we saw that matchup against you where you were playing around weather, and he had the Ninetales answer.
Right.
I think that Brian's weather control is a little bit scary, though, with Electrode.
Yeah.
And then, but the question is, I think, as with a lot of times with Brian's team, the way he's been playing it, it's just how much does Zapdos do. And Zapdos struggles a little. Like, there's not a good Pokemon to hit with Thunder. And you have to watch out for an immunity from Dugtrio. Even Blastoise is going to be Terra Electric.
Mm-hmm.
This could be the time to bring Nidoqueen, even. Although it is scary into, the water-type moves. But I would hate to see Nidoqueen come out. It's okay.
We have
I don't know.
Nidoqueen versus Nidoking. Aw.
Yeah. That is interesting. For sure. Yeah. The king and queen. I don't know. While I think that it is a little hard for Brian to do what he normally wants to do, I don't know what Noah even wants to do at all. So it's kind of I'm not so sure. Primeape is good. So I think we'll see that. But other than that, it's there's nothing obvious. I think you definitely are bringing Ninetales, Primeape, and Blastoise. But other than that, I don't know. I mean, probably Dugtrio. It's just fast and it has the electric immunity. But I don't know. What are your last two? Is it Mew? Is it Nidoqueen?
Yeah.
Is Pikachu finally going to come out with the Lightning Rod? Because that is pretty nasty. It could be it's the only Pokemon he hasn't brought Porygon yet either. And I don't think he's going to. But Pikachu could be one of the last ones to appear.
Could be.
Probably won't.
Probably won't.
Probably not super worth it, but but it'd be pretty funny. I mean, it's something to worry about. So I don't know. Who could say, but this is an exciting one for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about the next one. So this one's ours.
Yes.
I wish I could. I built my team, but I don't remember exactly what I had. I think
I have not built my team. I was struck down by the flu.
Yeah.
So.
I think that what did I want? I mean, I think I just use Aerodactyl. I think, like, I just have really good speed control with Aerodactyl, and it's really hard for you to deal with it. Like, Aerodactyl does speed tie Mewtwo, so that's a little bit rough. But if I win a speed tie or two, could be pretty big. And then besides that, like, Tauros is really well matched into your whole team. Just being water type is really nice. I mean, obviously Mewtwo's a problem for Tauros, so that could be a problem. And then I'm planning to use some, like, Terra Dark. Like Terra Dark Venusaur, Terra Dark on some random stuff. To help with the Mewtwo. Yeah, I think this was actually a Scyther matchup for me as well. Although now that I'm looking at it, I don't think so. I don't know why I thought that, because it's not that good. Tentacruel is really interesting. I think Tentacruel, I don't think I had it on my team, but I'm definitely going to go and, like, check the team again.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, do some things before we actually play. So I think Tentacruel could be really good. Because, like, in theory, Tentacruel is good against, like, almost everything you have. I remember when I picked Tentacruel in the first place, it was because I wanted it to pick it into Mewtwo.
Yeah.
So, like, I think Tentacruel is good. Because, like, yeah, Psychic is a problem. But other than that, it's like, I'm kind of chilling. And then I think, I don't know, I'm torn on Venonat because Heat Wave will just... I don't know. Well, your team, like, my biggest threat is Heat Wave. I think Venusaur is actually really good because you're going to be setting... Well, I mean, usually you're setting Sun. Maybe you won't. Maybe this would be a time you don't.
Yeah,
but if you set Sun, Venusaur doubles in speed. So then Venusaur actually gets really, really strong. And then I can just be Terra Fire, so I'm not as scared of the Fire-type moves. And, like, maybe it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, these are all thoughts that I've had.
Yeah. I'm going to have to figure out. I could go a couple different ways. I mean, my most successful games previously have really just been to lean into Sun and not, like, stray from it, not stray from tried and true full picks Charizard, but I don't know. I know you mentioned that, I mean, Venusaur does like Sun, so it could be a problem. But if you Terra Fire Venusaur, then you can't Terra Dark anyone else, so.
Yeah, that's true. And the fire's not going to hit that hard, so it might not be worth it. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. I have to do some calcs. Like, honestly, I'll have to do some calcs and see if there's ways I can survive Charizard, because Charizard is terrifying.
Yeah.
I need to be able to one-shot it.
Ooh.
I think. If I can't, it's trouble.
Well.
Your team is scary, because you have to deal... The only thing about your team... The problem is your team only really has 2 scary Pokemon. Those Pokemon are really scary, though.
Ooh. Charizard and Mewtwo?
Charizard and Mewtwo. Like,
you
Muck...
don't think Muck is scary?
Muck is... you know, it does its job, but it's not, like... It's not going to roll the team.
Yeah, but now that I have learned what I can and can't use Poison Jab on...
Yeah, that's true. Should be good. I also wonder about Hypno, because I like Hypno and I like Tentacruel. The reason being that both of these are just such special tanks. It's, like, really hard for Mewtwo and Charizard to deal damage to them. But I don't know how much they do in terms of, like, actually winning me the game.
Yeah.
Like, they'll survive, but then what, you know? I'm not so sure. It'll take some... I'll go back to the drawing board on it.
I will see.
Alright, well, I think that's going to be it.
Interesting. Period. I'm excited.
Thanks for joining.
Of course.
Exciting matchup. This is a short look at it. 15 minutes. It's really short.
Well, I mean, all the teams have probably been talked about, like...
A lot, yeah.
A lot. So we kind of know what's going down with all of them.
When Carter's on, he argues with me more.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sure.
Alright, well, thanks for joining. We'll wrap it up there. Looking forward to week 7 and best
playoffs.
of luck. Best of luck, playoffs. Let's go. Alright. Bye.
Bye.